Asiho, your English teacher for today. Are you ready to learn and be amazed? Great! Let's explore the world of English. Come on! Learners, can you still remember your previous lesson? Great! It's all about composing clear and coherent sentences using aspect of verbs. Now today's lesson is all about composing clear and coherent sentences with correct modals. In this lesson, you will learn and expect to identify modals in sentences, define modals, get familiar with the different modals and their uses, use modals in the sentences, write clear and coherent sentences using modals based on the given infographic. Before we start our lesson, be sure you have washed your hands and used alcohol in disinfecting your materials. Let us have a quick test to assess how far is your learning about modals. Here is the directions. Read and understand each statement carefully. Choose the correct modals inside the parentheses. Write your answer in answer sheets. Now I will give you 1 minute to answer this. Are you ready? Now let us check your answers. For item 1, the correct answer is need. For item 2, the correct answer is might. Number 3, the correct answer is I can't hear you. What is the correct answer? Very good. The answer is mustn't. Number 4, the correct answer is must. And for the last item, the correct answer is may. Did you get all the correct answers? Very good. You are now ready for our new lesson. Now let us read and analyze the poem entitled Then and Now. Are you ready? Let's start. Then and now. When I was a child, I used to go from place to place, crawling with my hands and feet. I used to play with all my toys, tearing and pulling them apart. Now that I have grown, I would go wherever I want, going out with all my friends. I would join all kinds of games. Learners, here are the following questions. You have 1 minute to answer this question. Oops! Time is up! Let us check your answers. Did you get all the correct answers? Great job! Now let us read and study the paragraph inside the box. Then, answer the questions that follow. Here are the questions that you need to answer. I will give you 1 minute to answer these questions. Your timer starts now. Oops! Time to check! Here are the correct answers. What is modal? A modal is a type of auxiliary or helping verb that is used to express ability, possibility, permission, or obligation. Modal phrases or semi-modals are used to express the same things as modals, but are a combination of auxiliary verbs and the preposition to. Also, modal verbs that do not require the preposition to are must, may, might, should, and can. Could can be used in the negative simply by adding not. To formulate a sentence using modal verbs in the negative, we use the modal verb plus not plus verb in the infinitive. Modal verbs affect the tone or presentation of verbs in a sentence. Also, in English language, it is different from the verb or the other verb because they are not used separately and do not indicate a specific action or state. They just reflect its modality, the attitude of the speaker to the action. The modal can be used as request, ability, suggestion, and permission. For example, can you take me to Butter Beach? Another example, Nina can weave Buri bag. Another example, you can sell your handmade Buri bag in the souvenir shop. Our next modal is could. We use could as past ability. For example, Ramon could play a luksong tinik when he was younger. Next modal is may. When do we use may? We use may as possibility, formal request, or permission. For example, you may send your output in the given link. Next modal is might. We use might as possibility. For example, he might be late this afternoon because of some personal matter. Must. When do we use must? We use must as an obligation. For example, we must follow the IATF health and safety protocols. How about shall or will? We use them as future event, prediction, and promise. For example, you shall provide the materials needed for the report. Another example, I will watch my favorite movie tonight. Our next modal is should. We use should as opinion or advice. For example, you should stop smoking. It is bad for your health. Another modal is ought to. This is used as advice. For example, you ought to write your grandparents. And our last modal is used to. We use this modal to express a past habit. For example, I used to play with my cousins during summer vacation. Now let's do the activity 1. Directions. Pick out the appropriate modal verb inside the box to complete the sentence under each picture. The modal verbs are may, might, and must. I will give you 1 minute to finish this activity. Oops! Time is up! Let's check your answers. Are you all correct? Very good! I think you are now ready for our second activity. Here is the directions. Read and understand the sentences carefully. Identify the modal used in each statement. Are you now ready? Oops! Time is up! Let's check your answers. Did you get all the correct answers from our activities? Great! You are really amazing! Now let us recall what you have learned in our lesson. What is modal? Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs. They are also called helping verbs like can, will, could, shall, must, would, might, and should. Modal verbs add meaning to the main verb in a sentence by expressing possibility, ability, permission, or obligation. The modal verbs in English differ from other verbs because they are not used separately and do not indicate a specific action per state. They just reflect its modality, the attitude of the speaker to the action. Let's see what you can do, learners. Here is another activity for you. Directions. Read the following sentences below. Choose the correct modal from the given options. Oops! Time is up! Let's check your answers. Let us assess what you have learned today. For activity 1, here's the directions. Choose the correct modal verb to complete the sentences. Write the letter of your choice. For your activity 2, you have to write 5 sentences using modals based on the given infographic. For your additional activity, here's the directions. Complete each sentence using the appropriate modal. Choose the correct answer inside the parenthesis. Oh, hello there, learners. Are you done with all your activities? Great! I think you are now ready for the next lesson. I hope that you will always remember the things that you have learned today. Always remember that learning is fun. Once again, this is Teacher Emily, your English 5 teacher, saying thank you and always keep safe. Goodbye!